लड़कियों को ही बोला जाता है लिमिट में रहो, लिमिट में रहो। लिमिट सिर्फ लड़कियों के लिए क्यों होती है? लड़कों के लिए लिमिट क्यों नहीं होती है?
लड़की तो बचपन से ही उसी माइंडसेट के साथ बड़ा किया जाता है ना कि लड़का है, मर्द होता है, मर्द कोई ऐसे नहीं होता।
मतलब बेटियों को जो एक फूल की तरह अपने घर में पाला जाता है, पर उसके बाद जो उसके साथ डिफ्रेंसिएशन होता है शादी के बाद, तो सोचो उसके पापा और मम्मी पे क्या बीतती होगी। मतलब ये ससुराल वाले नहीं सोचते हैं।
अगर आपकी बेटी किसी के घर जाती है लोग क्यों कुछ बात करेंगे? लेकिन हम दूसरी लोगों की बात करना चाहेंगे, जैसा
बेटी के साथ भी कर रहा है। सो आई थिंक इंडिया में कितना एप्लीकेबल है ये लोग कि मतलब मेंटल हैरेसमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है इंडिया के एम्प्लॉयज़ को।
we have some which do company employees.
So what counts as workplace harassment?
If you want to kind of mental comments pass करना आपको ऐसे indication देगा which are not very genuine.
If somebody is continuously staring you, always stares you.
But staring also comes with a different pattern. Just staring normally and somebody is like making some movement and then that is kind of making you uncomfortable. So that is
Sexual harassment. So hey guys, let's welcome Surbhi Kapoor, advocate Surbhi Kapoor, and lawyer in Sari, so famous in Instagram. And this is our second podcast. So I hope आपको आज हम बताने वाले हैं पॉश की इन्फॉर्मेशन दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि जो ऑफिस एंड कॉर्पोरेट में जो राइट्स हैं, जो रूल्स हैं, जो रेगुलेशंस हैं, और बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें जो हमें नहीं पता है, तो आज सबको जानने वाले इस पॉडकास्ट में। सो स्टे ट्यून्ड, एंड तक देखे ना। Any question, do comment on podcast and we will come up with another one. Thank you so much, guys. So welcome, Surbhi.
Thank you so much, Dipti, for inviting
Really excited again to see you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so first question, why Posh introduced in India?
Since the time, like if we go back in our era, जहाँ पे बहुत limited ladies step out करती थी काम के लिए, and it was a very male dominated kind of a place.
Okay.
So work culture पे इतना stress नहीं होता था, especially related to the concern of females. या फिर हम बात करें कि जहाँ पे कुछ भी ऐसा हो रहा है कि females feel insecure about it or they feel threatened about it. क्योंकि बहुत limited सी होती थी सारा, it was a male dominant. Up slowly and steadily when females started coming into the corporates and into the different sectors of our working culture, there came a need, because जब आप ज़्यादा लोग एक जगह पे काम कर रहे हो, so obviously there would be clashes. And with the growing technology, media and success rate, people have a kind of a competition with each other, I believe. So उस रेस में बढ़ने के लिए आप कई बारी कुछ लोगों को नुकसान पहुंचा देते हो. इट कुड बी इंटेंशनल, इट कुड बी नॉन इंटेंशनल, जहाँ पे शायद फीमेल कैन बी अ सफरर ऑल्सो. अब अगर आदमी वैसे ही he is always been after females and he feel that female can be objectified and then can be used as per their purpose. So at the workplace, that women feel more secure, she is very much well protected, came the need of posh. और posh बनाने के पीछे भी there is a agenda that कोई भी organization posh नहीं बना सकती है. The organization which has minimum 10 employees, 10 female employees, they are eligible to have the posh committee.
अगर in case कोई organization है जिसमें like 50 people are there and only 5 female, so that their right can't be protected?
No, their rights can be protected, but they don't have that posh committee.
Okay.
Because posh committee बनाने के लिए ही आपको 5 लोग चाहिए.
So क्या कंपनी इसका मिसयूज कर सकती है? स्मॉल कंपनीज की हम 10 से कम ही रखेंगे फीमेल, हमारे ऊपर पॉश कम्युनिटी की लाइबिलिटी नहीं होगी, लाइक credibility.
Companies can do that and some companies really take advantage out of it also. Because उन्हें लगता है कि अगर पॉश कमेटी होगी तो आपके पास कंप्लेन्ट्स भी आएंगी, आपका एक hierarchical system challenge होगा. Might be they don't want that hierarchical system to be disturbed. So few companies don't even hire female employees.
They do
They do. So they keep a very minimal number
female.
Females, so that they don't have to really get into this mess of posh.
Oh. So what counts as workplace harassment?
Workplace harassment होता है जैसे suppose somebody is eve teasing you, somebody is watching some kind of a video which is kind of creating a mental agony to you. आपको comments pass करना, आपको ऐसे indications देना which are not very genuine and are somewhat spoiling your state of mind. It could be vulgar, it could be non-vulgar. That does not make a difference. But the comments which are taking away that peace of mind is something that can be considered as harassment.
And gossip also?
Gossip
If there's
also.
gossip about you and you're very sure कि these people are talking about me only.
Exactly.
Including females also.
So suppose you guys are having not the cubicle system, but like a desktop kind of in a verticals, we could say. And then a colleague who is sitting just next to you is watching something which kind of put a sarcasms on you or a kind of a comment on you.
And that's intentional.
So
Okay.
that can also be a harassment and considered as harassment, and the person can complain about it.
Okay. Can harassment be done by one woman to another woman?
Can turn as in
harassment. It's kind of a mental harassment or mental pressure. Like ऐसा मैंने सुना है कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मे बी मेल फीमेल को नहीं तंग करते होंगे, फीमेल को तंग करती हैं. So वो कैसी harassment handle होती है?
So see, when we make a posh committee, it is never about this thing that this person.
And it's always not about sexual thing. It's
Yes.
about mental
So that's
harassment.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
That it is only confined to men that have been part of this and can be complained about. But it could be anyone who is creating such nonsense environment and is hampering your peace of mind at your workplace.
Yeah.
So if you feel that something which is really putting your mind onto the harassment mode, you can always complain about it. And you really don't have to tell your identity also. It can be anonymous also.
If there is no posh applicable, no posh community, a woman is like dominating another one, making her feel
You
mentally
can
not
complain in
stable.
the HR department. You can complain outside your office. See, channels are always available. But
Okay.
this committee is made inside the offices
Okay.
just to have all this thing sorted and cleared at the company level only.
And what about the committee main head, like who's heading this committee?
So
That's male or female?
So that's a female only. So the
Female.
committee is made out of the females only.
Okay.
And there we have the principal, the main elderly women out of it.
Okay.
And then we have one legal counsel. And then there are 3 subordinates to support them.
Okay.
So that it goes very unbiased. And there is a limited time period to decide on this thing also.
There are no male in the committee.
No. It could
Okay.
be outsourced lawyer who is a
Ah.
part of the community and who is helping you out. But as such, the committee is made for helping out the women to get through clarity on this. And if they have a complaint, that can be resolved.
Okay.
Also, it has a very much of a timeline. Suppose if we say you file a complaint, so it need to be answered and rectified within a timeline of 90 days.
Okay.
So there is a timeline to work on the complaint. It cannot be like a typical
Long-term,
long-term court case
Okay.
that you file it today and then you're getting a decision after 10 years. No, it's not like that. It is just that there is a timeline that, okay, this complaint is filed, then it would be heard, then other party would be heard, then there is a decision to it, then the bench is sitting and then it is coming to the conclusion and the order is passed.
Okay.
So there is a whole process has to take within a period of 90 days.
90 days. Okay. if suppose in an organization, two people are going around, okay, and they after their breakup, can female misuse the right to dominate him or make him
She can.
punish him?
She can.
She can.
If things are
how
done,
how his rights can be protected? Male rights.
male rights can be protected. It can be protected if he has all the documentation of all the data which has been used by both of them. Like suppose if they have a WhatsApp conversations, if they have some kind of transactions, if they have a kind of the call records, if they have some kind of agreement signed
Like
with
it
each other.
shows that that's mutually.
Yes, that's mutually. Suppose if I say that there is a couple, like two people are dating in a office, and they kind of are in a level relationship together, and they are putting up outside somewhere. So the transactions which you are doing with each other, the kind of the conversation that you are exchanging with each other are very much to be protected and kept till the time either you are married, or if the breakup is happening, then you have a kind of whole proof to show it across. Because usually what we tend to do when we go through the breakup and when we are off this relationship kind of a concept, we always tend to end up with all our data. We delete our chat, we delete our calls, and we just move on very quickly.
Yeah.
Till the moment we are really stuck in a point that somebody is like coming back with some kind of a complaint or FIR, or is like really looking forward to harass you out. So if this
So we should not delete.
Absolutely. I always say that men do get justice, but the thing is men does not keep the data in on records. So if men keep a records, and if the complete data, whatever the thing that you are going through and whatever the connect that you are building on with the individual, if that is very much protected and kept with you, obviously you also get the justice. But the thing is, it takes a lot of effort to go and then register a complaint. आदमी क्या जाके बोलेगा मेरा रेप हो गया. So that is a huge challenge to go and say and speak about it. Half of the men won't even look forward to say that. वो कह ही नहीं पाएगा.
Police can't even imagine that some woman harassed this man.
Exactly. तो वो आपको आप कैसे उसे प्रूव कर पाओगे? आप उसे तभी प्रूव कर पाओगे जब आप एक्चुअली उस पूरे सिनारियो का एक आउटलुक लेके जाओगे कंप्लेन कराने. अगर आप उस आपके पास वो सारी चीजों का डाटा ही नहीं है, सो हाउ वुड यू बी एबल टू गो एंड डू इट?
So you should always keep the data कि
Absolutely.
कभी भी कुछ आपके against हो सकता है.
Absolutely, absolutely. So your data should always be protected till the time you are very sure about it, that whatever the things happen between the two is very mutually confined and had been settled down. You should not go and delete all your stuff.
Okay. And ये जो posh rights हैं, ऑफिस पार्टीज या आउट स्टेशन में भी एप्लीकेबल होती है.
Absolutely, absolutely. आप कहीं भी हैं, anywhere which is in connect to your office premises or your office culture, it is applicable everywhere. Suppose if you go on a night out, or you have the clubbing, or you go for off-site, like on-site some visits and all, and something like somebody tries to harass you there, somebody tries to give a physical assault to you there, and then also you can come back and register a complaint about the individual.
What about if a woman is highly drunk and she started dancing with other male colleagues, and somebody is protecting her, also started dancing with her? Then also, if woman next day says, this man took advantage of me, I was drunk, but that person is saying, no, I was just protecting her. Like such kind of situation, how organization handle?
See, you go, the organization and the committee goes through whole data. That how did it start and where did it end? So if she was in a state of intoxication, so any male beyond helping her out, if tries to take any advantage out of it, that is obviously going against that man, because anything which is done in the intoxication is considered as crime only.
Okay.
Because the person is not in their conscious, So the person is not even knowing that what are you doing with the individual. The person will get to realize it when the person come into the senses. And if you are taking any advantage of an individual in the intoxicated state, so that's a crime.
If woman is drunk and she's saying, okay, I'm okay with it, and next day she's denying, no, I haven't said anything, and why you have done it.
So that's what
she's
I
herself
said.
ready
But that's
last
what I
night.
said. That
Huh.
anything which is done in intoxication is a crime.
Even if that woman was ready
Absolutely.
last night,
Because
and next day she just
she
flipped.
does not have an idea about it, that what is she up to, because she was under the influence of a drug or something, whatever you say.
Okay.
So any statement given into that state
Hmm.
is considered as null and void.
Null and void. So it will be in favor of women.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Who is protected under POSH Act?
Females, prevention of sexual harassment
Hmm.
of male and female both.
Both are protected, not just female. What is considered as sexual harassment legally?
Sexually harassment legally in a office.
Yeah.
Suppose somebody tries to do a eve teasing kind of a thing to you. Somebody tries to molest you, tries to pass comments on you, and
That's a sexual harassment. Okay.
if somebody is passing the eve comments, and suppose you are working somewhere, sitting somewhere, and tries to be touchy with you, that is kind of a
Like कुछ लैपटॉप पे काम कर रहे हैं वो चेप हो रहे हैं बार बार आके टच कर रहे हैं.
so that's a sexual harassment.
Okay.
आप किसी जगह पे पार्टी में गए and somebody is trying to be closer to you, trying to conduct some act with their hand movements and all, so that's a kind of a sexual harassment.
Eye movements also.
Eye movements also, if you feel the eyes which
Somebody
are,
is continuously staring you, always stares you.
but staring also comes with the different patterns. Like suppose somebody is like staring you normally and somebody is like making some movements with your eyes, and then that is kind of making you uncomfortable. So that is also a kind of a sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. And comments also.
Comments also.
Okay. So what is the proof of comment? What woman can do? She can't even record that comment. Somebody is saying.
I guess
And what is the proof कि वो बंदा अगर suppose उसे नहीं बोला और उसने assume करके बोल दिया कि I heard this person said this to me.
That's what we have a committee for. Like the parties are heard, the parties are being checked on the proofs, the parties are checked with the camera recordings. Everything is being tested and listened out, and then only the conclusion comes over.
But committee is like made by women only, so it will be in favor of women.
Not exactly.
No.
It is not that it would be in the favor of women.
Okay. It is like
it is unbiased. That's why there is the involvement of a lawyer and the committee people from the company. Both combined together and then gives the decision.
Okay. What happens if a company ignore POSH compliance?
You can always go to the women's cell. You can file a complaint outside in the police station. You can coming into your jurisdiction area, and you can go register a FIR and then go to the court.
FIR is easy can be easily registered.
Absolutely. You can go to the women's cell. You can take the help of a women's cell. You can ask them to pressurize the office premises to register a POSH complaint. If suppose the POSH committee is not registering the complaint by the complainant itself, then somebody else on their behalf can also register a complaint.
Okay. Where does friendly behavior cross the limit? If both are mutually happy, friendly behavior, friendly flirt, what is the limit?
See, these limits are decided by the individuals itself. So we can't make a very thin line structure between that what is the friendly behavioral between the two colleagues or two employees. But till the time you are not creating any nonsense amongst the two colleagues, and that is not creating any kind of a discomfort.
Okay.
Till that moment, it is a friendly environment. The moment it starts taking away that peace of your mind and start giving you a sense of discomfort, and you start feeling insecure from your own colleagues, because of the some or the other reason, that could be like crossing the line of a friendship. See, there are kind of a comments that we go and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we say कैसी बन के आई है, चिकनी लग रही है. That is also a kind of a comment. And sometimes we say मालदार बंदी है यार. So some people can take that and some people cannot take it. Some people may get offensive about this thing also कि चिकनी लग रही है, and some people may not get offensive about this thing that मालदार लग रही है.
So it depends on women's decision कि वो
It's
कैसा
not
लेना है.
depending upon the women's decision. It depends upon what kind of a frequency you share with your colleagues. Because at the end of the day, every individual cannot be in your friend zone, and every friend zone cannot be into your colleague zone. So you need to create a very hairline difference between your friends and your colleagues, and who colleagues of yours are your friend zone, and who friends of yours are into your colleague zone, which are working with you there. So there is a very fine line difference between the both, and we need to understand that. The moment we understand that, then from there only we set to have a kind of a clarity on the things, that what are we chasing on for. Till the time we have that kind of a clarity, any comment or any such words coming across can create trouble in your mind.
Some women they themselves comment and ask questions to male colleagues कि sexy लग रही हो ना, hot लग रही हो ना.
See, again, that's what I said. It depends upon your frequency with your guy colleague.
If woman says ask
so
a
if
man,
women
then can men say why she's always comes to me? Why she's always asking me?
She
Am I
can-
looking sexy? I'm looking hot.
So that's what I said. It completely depends upon what kind of a frequency you share with your colleague. If it is not making you uncomfortable, then it is good to go. The
Okay.
moment it start making you uncomfortable, it is kind of becoming a sexual assault or sexual harassment.
Okay. Okay. Position जैसे top leaders होते हैं, top position होते हैं organization में. A woman feels uncomfortable. Maybe she's an intern or a fresher. Can there be partiality while treating the top position male dominating an intern?
I didn't get that part.
I'm asking if suppose an intern, female intern, got assaulted or felt harassed because of a top position male, like he's a leader or sitting in very top, high top position. So can there be biasness on decision on result if she files a complaint?
No.
No.
No. It could not be biased on the grounds that just that some intern is filing a complaint. It could be anonymous complaint also. Might be intern does not tell her identity, and then some female on her behalf file a complaint, and let the process and the committee decides on the grounds, looking into the complete details, that the person was guilty or non-guilty.
It can be anonymous.
It can be.
Okay.
Somebody else can also file the complaint if the person feel that whosoever is being exploited is not able to do it because of the position, because of the rank, because could be the person is very newbie in the organization and does not want to create a trouble for themselves and want to grow, or could be they have a reason or a fear of losing out on the job. So if anybody who is in your friend circle surrounding you can go and file a anonymous posh complaint.
Anonymous. What if he's the managing director of the company, owner of the company? He himself made that law and he's not following.
If that happens, and if you feel that you're not very much satisfied with the decision of the posh committee, you always have a way to reach out to the court.
He can amend, right? That person, like he was the MD of the
course.
company.
So you can go file
You can
an
fire
FIR.
that female and make changes
So
in the
you
law.
can go file an FIR. You can go and take the help of a women's cell, I again say. And then with the help of these two things, you can obviously come back to the organization and get justice.
So Illuminati and Epstein files का कोई लिंक है? Like India से main बड़े leaders involved हैं, Anil Ambani. ऐसा बोलते हैं.
See, I won't be the very apt person to talk about it,
Hmm.
that Illuminati and Epstein's are connected to each other.
Yeah.
But I feel there are some hidden files which very much came into the limelight, and some very renowned
Bill Gates.
politicians and the highlight people of society are being highlighted on that. So that's very much confidential thing which yet to be explored. Or I have only heard Anil Ambani was a part of it, Bill Gates was a part of it, so
Elon Musk also.
Elon Musk also. But to be very frank, I really don't have an idea about it, and I won't be an apt person to talk about it. But I know that there is something called Illuminati on which many things in the world work, and they are somewhat very much hidden sources who really work on these grounds and bring them into the limelight. So that can make somebody stand out of the world on one day, and on the other day the same man can be sitting on the road if things does not fall as per their conditions.
And Donald Trump are suppressing the facts. It says that he is diverting everybody's attention in another news because of this Epstein files.
Because of Epstein files, also because he could be a part of it.
He is, as people are saying, it is very
So
much.
that's why, just to deviate the attention from there to the other political agendas, he's trying to create some other news in the market.
Can repeated text be considered as harassment?
Depends what are you writing in the text.
Suppose you're writing, what is the status of work? What is the status of work? And you're torturing that person, dominating that person. Can it be considered?
That can be considered as a mental agony, not the sexual harassment.
Mental harassment.
It could be a mental
But
harassment.
what if he's just doing the follow up? Because pressure in India, it is a like normal thing. It's not like other country कि आपको
You
pressure नहीं दे
can
सकते हो.
You cannot pressurize someone beyond to the certain extent. If you keep on passing some sarcastic comments, sending across the messages which kind of create mental disturbance, if that kind of statements are being quoted, be it related to your work only, then it can be a mental harassment. So you need to be quite particular and very refined with your words when you talk about it, that okay, this is what we are saying and this is what we are typing in the message and sending it across.
But managers, they are always on fire. वो टीम की बैंड बजा के रखते हैं, काम करवाना है, बॉस का प्रेशर है, एमडी का प्रेशर है. सो आई थिंक इंडिया में कितना एप्लीकेबल है ये लॉ कि मतलब मेंटल हैरेसमेंट बहुत ज्यादा है इंडिया के
nowadays we have certain committees which do the counseling for the company employees. There have been certain sessions that have been conducted. We say that it's a kind of a sound healing or kind of some therapies or kind of some counseling sessions, psychology study that have been conducted in the companies just to stress out or to be acting as a stress buster for the company's employee. But during this process also, if somebody is like really putting several comments, several messages which kind of is taking away the peace of your mind, you can always go for relief of that. You can always file a complaint, you can speak about it loudly, you can stand up for it and then seek justice.
एम्प्लॉइज को रेगुलर स्टे बैक के लिए भी बोला जाता है. स्टे बैक, वर्क प्रेशर, आज कर लो, कल कर लो. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो एम्प्लॉई चुपचाप अपने टाइम से निकल जाए वो ज़्यादा सेफ है अभी. पता है क्यों? क्योंकि ना फिर वो ना कंपनी उसको फॉर ग्रांटेड लेती है कि तुम रुक
So
सकते
when
हो.
it comes to the point when company asks you to stay back and to do overtiming, there is always nowadays a policy to give the extra money or extra weightage to it.
No, there are companies who says if you work overtime, that means work ethics. These are work
These
ethics.
are
You're not
these
labor. Why should we give you overtime?
these are kind of the mental trauma that you are giving to the employee.
Yeah.
So if it happens once or twice in a
Hmm.
month, is something which is like of the work pressure that you are creating it on. And if it becomes into the habit, then
Hmm.
it is a mental agony again and a mental trauma that you are giving to the employee, and then employee can go against this thing and file a complaint.
I was in ANY और उसमें मैंने कभी नहीं देखा कि मैं 5 बजे घर जा रही हूँ एंड मैं तो जल्दी जाती थी 8-9 बजे। जो मेरे टीम मेंबर्स थे रात में 2 बजे, 3 बजे, 4 बजे तक ऑडिट कर रहे हैं
Okay.
और वो कंपनी के लिए वर्क एथिक्स है कि यू आर विद द कंपनी, दीज आर वर्क एथिक्स। और मैं 8 बजे जा रही हूँ और मुझे गिल्टी फील करवाया जा रहा था कि यू आर गोइंग सो अर्ली, यू नीड टू राइट एन एक्सप्लेनेशन व्हाई आर लीविंग एट 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I used to had arguments, fights. कि why can't I go back home? Can you need to tell your manager you're leaving so early? मैंने 5 o'clock मेरा टाइम है, मैं 8 बजे घर जा रही हूँ, 9 बजे घर जा रही हूँ, and this is early because people are staying back till 2 o'clock night.
Because that's the exploitation of the employee.
Hmm.
That's the exploitation of the resources.
Yeah.
And if you feel that this is going beyond your contract and your HR policy, and if it is coming into the habit, then you can always file a complaint.
File a complaint.
Of course, we have this thing. And then, as I say, that posh is for women, and then so do the men has their gender neutrality agreements
Yeah.
and the policies in which they have been heard. So it's not only like we, the companies on the common grounds are being biased for the females, rather it is for the men also.
Okay.
So we have do protections for the men, and we do have the policies which kind of protect and guard the favors of men, as well.
So posh is just for women, but there are amendments and changes that can protect men's also.
There are policies in the companies which work for the men upliftment as well. As you ask कि अगर
men को भी upliftment की जरूरत है
कि लड़की नशे में थी और tomorrow she come backs and then say कि his colleague, that her colleague raped her, so then men can also fight for his rights.
Can women also rape men? If she's high in party, she got drunk.
See, anybody getting in a physical intimacy without the consent of both the parties, so it is rape for both of them. So if men says,
so men can also say I was being
Yes,
raped
yes,
by a woman.
yes, if that is without the consent of the individual. Because what do we say, that anything which is done in a consent is always considered as a mutual thing. When things are not done with the consent, then it is always sounded to be either harassment or a kind of a mental agony or a kind of a rape.
So women's rights can also be protected while she got married. She's not getting like good treatment from her in-laws, family, husband.
अभी recent cases जो हो रहे हैं,
हाँ.
Yes, of course, यार. मतलब there we have a lot of rights for a female to be on which she can fight, on the grounds which she can file the complaints. She can go to women's cell, she can file a domestic violence case, she can file the cases in the Hindu Marriage Act. So a lot of laws are available for women. It's just that you need to be aware about it. अब जैसे कि हम अभी जो recent case नोएडा वाला हुआ है, एंड जिसमें उन्होंने अपने बेटे को पहले ही एंटिसिपेटरी बेल दिला के रखी है,
बिकॉज वो उसका सुसाइड हो गया.
Exactly.
एंड इट वाज अ मर्डर.
It was a murder, as it has been coming on the camera, the recordings and all. And the way
so recordings were there.
Yeah, there has been a recording in which that Trisha is a girl, na? So she's been seen being brought from stairs to down by 3 men.
Oh my god.
So that is there. And she was brought dead to the hospital, though the hospital is only 5 minutes away from their place, but it took them almost 1 hour to brought her to hospital. So it is a kind of a murder
Hmm.
which is yet to be proved, and the kind of statements which her mother-in-law is giving, because she herself is a retired judge.
Judge, yeah.
So she is putting across so many allegations, and the way she's portraying everything, that she was not very much adaptable in the family, and then she had her own.
What is the definition of adaptability for a woman? She's not adaptable as per her mother-in-law,
I
and
mean,
she can be murdered and killed brutally.
I know this was like her statement that she turned out to be something else. When she got married, she was something else. Why do we always objectify women? Means that is the biggest question to be raised. Why women is to be objectified when she gets married? Why expectations are always on her? Why can't we always take her to be as the person who is just born in very different family? आपकी शादी हुई, आप नए घर में गए, आपने वो घर पहले देखा नहीं है, तो आप पहले एक दिन का बच्चा ही तो हुए.
यार ये अगर स्टेटमेंट है ना कि वो चेंज हो गई, तो आप मुझे बताओ लाइफ में कौन चेंज नहीं होता? एवरीबडी इज इवॉल्विंग
Change
एवरी डे.
is the nature.
नेचर. आप
And
10 years पहले कुछ और हो गया, अब अभी कुछ और
to
हो.
evolve from your own learnings
Hmm.
with the places is the nature of every individual. It's not only the female who changes, it's the man also who changes.
Yeah.
भाई आप अगर दो लोग शादी करते हैं तो
हम्म.
शादी निभाने के लिए मेरे ख्याल से दोनों का इक्वल एफर्ट लगता है.
नई नई शादी में जो एक्साइटमेंट स्टार्टिंग में होती है वो 10 years के बाद नहीं होती है.
Because
चेंज हो
आपकी
जाता है.
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज चेंज हो जाती हैं. जब आपकी शादी होती है तो आप एक बहुत ही न्यू फेज ऑफ लाइफ में होते हो. यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड ईच अदर. आफ्टर अ पैसेज ऑफ टाइम और आफ्टर अ डिकेड यू क्वाइट नो वेल ईच अदर, and then you have the different responsibilities to go. Some people grow on each other with the responsibility of a kid. Some people grow on their businesses or the careers to grow over each other, and some people have a very different timelines to look on into the careers.
Right.
So that's why things changes with time. You can't expect the same kind of a vibe, same kind of frequency, what you have on day 1 and what you have on day 10. Because with every passing moment, जब हमारी दोनों आंखें सेम नहीं एक्ट करती हैं, तो हाउ कैन वी एक्सपेक्ट अ इंडिविजुअल टू बी सेम?
करेक्ट.
So there has to be a change. And marriages are always considered as to be a platform जहाँ पे लोग बदलते हैं. मेरे ख्याल से
अभी जो
लोगों,
चल रहा है ना, मैरिज इज रियली स्केरी. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि पता नहीं.
I know marriages are scary to the certain extent.
Yeah.
We the Hindu society have made it that scary, because we expect too much out of the individual without even looking at it. Will the person would be able to do it or will not be able to do it? Expectations इतनी high हैं लोगों की कि उन expectations को full करने में ही इंसान पूरा दब जाता है. और हमेशा औरत को ही क्यों वो मूर्ति माना जाता है कि त्याग करेगी, बलिदान करेगी. Why can't men be on that part to do that? अगर लड़की शादी करके घर आई है लड़के के, तो लड़के का भी उतना ही बड़ा रोल होता है कि आप उसको वो सब सिखाएं, उसका सपोर्ट करें कि वो उन सब लोगों के साथ एडजस्ट हो पाए जहां उसने वो नया घर देखा है.
लड़कियों को ही बोला जाता है लिमिट में रहो, लिमिट में रहो. लिमिट सिर्फ लड़कियों के लिए क्यों होती है? लड़कों के लिए लिमिट क्यों नहीं होती है?
क्योंकि लड़के तो बचपन से ही उसी माइंडसेट के साथ बड़ा किया जाता है ना, कि लड़का है, मर्द रोता नहीं है, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता है. आई गेस मेन आर द मोस्ट फ्रजाइल कैरेक्टर आई हैव कम अक्रॉस, एंड दे आर द मोस्ट फ्रजाइल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. जितनी जल्दी आप एक मर्द को रोते हुए देख सकते हो, उतनी जल्दी शायद विमेन कभी नहीं रोती है. बट द ओनली डिफरेंस बिटवीन द बोथ इज आदमी कभी अपने आंसू दिखाता नहीं है और औरत को आंसू छुपाने नहीं आते. So that's the only thing we consider, that females are much more softer. Rather when it comes to the certain circumstances of the life, हमेशा जो एक औरत होती है वही आदमी की ढाल बन के खड़ी रहती है, और जो आदमी होता है वो बहुत जल्दी चीजों को समझ नहीं पाता है, उन पे एक्ट नहीं कर पाता है.
अब औरत बोल रही है कि मैं थक गई हूँ, मुझे किसी की ढाल नहीं बनना, मुझे बस अपनी लाइफ जीनी है, ये मेरी लाइफ है.
Exactly,
मुझे
that
कोई
should be.
जजमेंट नहीं चाहिए किसी
That
का.
should be, because आज हम ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी और ऐसे जगह पे आके खड़े हो गए हैं कि जहाँ पे हर किसी को पता है कि 2 रोटी कैसे कमानी है. The only kind of a thing we look out of the individual is that you be good to them.
Yeah.
शादी का कॉन्सेप्ट जिस तरह से फेड अवे होता जा रहा है, एंड विद एवरी पासिंग डे वी सी सो मेनी डाइवोर्स केसेस कमिंग टू द कोर्ट. The kind of space and the individuality which we look out of to is the one which should be respected. अगर आप एक दूसरे की स्पेस को रेस्पेक्ट करते हो, you can really grow well. So जो पहले कॉन्सेप्ट माना जाता है ना कि औरत को शादी की ज़रूरत है या शादी होनी चाहिए इसीलिए जिससे कि औरत घर पे रह के घर गृहस्थी संभाले और आदमी जाके बाहर काम करे, the whole concept has changed.
Yeah.
And now everybody wants to step out, work and live for themselves.
Freedom. Everybody wants freedom.
The kind
now.
of the world that we have created, that we need our own space, is quite loud and clear for both men and women, that the constitution of marriage is just a constitution of marriage. It is a kind of a companionship that you are giving to each other rather than a responsibility. Because जो पहले माना जाता था कि शादी करने के बाद आदमी कमाता है और औरत बैठ के खाती है, that is dissolving.
Yes.
Very less of the females are the ones who really look upon to be in that constitution where men is earning and female is eating. Rather they equally want to contribute on that, and they feel कि वो ज़्यादा अच्छे से घर गृहस्थी चला पाएंगी because they know how to balance things.
अब वुमेन बोल रही नहीं चलानी मुझे गृहस्थी, मुझे फ्रीडम चाहिए. सो थिंग्स आर चेंजिंग. और मैंने अभी रिसेंटली इंटरव्यूज देखे थे जिसमें देयर वर वुमेन्स हु आर कमिटिंग सुसाइड. उनके पेरेंट्स के इंटरव्यूज थे. वो कहते हैं कि जब पहली बार हमारी बेटी ने बोला कि मम्मा मुझे नहीं अच्छा लग रहा, मुझे अनकंफर्टेबल फील होता है, मैं खुश नहीं हूँ, हमें लगा कि शायद एडजस्ट नहीं कर पा रही है, एडजस्ट हो जाएगी और ठीक हो जाएगा सब कुछ. तो उसकी मम्मी कहती है कि मेरे से सबसे बड़ी गलती यही हुई कि मैंने उस चीज़ों को ना इग्नोर कर दिया. पहली बार अगर आपकी बेटी बोले कि वो अपने घर में खुश नहीं है,
Absolutely, it should be
start
called
taking
back.
action, call her back, because उसकी लाइफ से बड़ा कुछ नहीं है.
True that, and this is with everyone nowadays when we see kids.
Yeah.
तो बच्चे भी आजकल, मतलब हम तो एक शादीशुदा कपल की बात कर रहे हैं और हम लड़कियों की बात कर रहे हैं, बट आजकल के जो जेनजी जेन अल्फा किड्स हैं, उन्हें भी अपना एक स्पेस चाहिए. उन्हें भी they also know how to manipulate and modify the things.
Yeah.
They also need their own kind of people and vibe around. And जहाँ पे उनको भी अगर उनके पेरेंट्स थोड़ा सा बोल दें कुछ करने के लिए, so then they say their parents are not good, their parents are devils, their parents are not understanding them, because they don't hear us, they don't let us do our things, and that's where the collision starts. तो यहाँ पे तो हम फिर पढ़े लिखे बड़े लोगों की बात करने हैं जिन्हें सब कुछ एक टाइम तक अपने अकॉर्डिंग करा है, और उसके बाद when they tend to go into the different house and then they have a different kind of a lifestyle, तो वहाँ पे मेरे ख्याल से एक दूसरे को समझना कितना जरूरी है.
बहुत ज़रूरी है. और मतलब बेटियों को जो एक फूल की तरह अपने घर में पाला जाता है, फिर उसके बाद जो उसके साथ डिफ्रेंसिएशन होता है शादी के बाद, तो सोचो उसके पापा और मम्मी पे क्या बीतती होगी. मतलब ये ससुराल वाले नहीं सोचते हैं.
I know it's a very biggest like negative part of our society, that how we want our daughters to be treated, we don't want our daughter-in-laws to be treated in the same way.
Yeah.
अगर आपकी बेटी किसी के घर ब्याह के गई है तो किसी की बेटी भी तो आपके घर ब्याह के आई है. लोग शायद इस बात को समझ ही नहीं पाते. मेरे ख्याल से जिस दिन लोग इस बात को समझ जाएंगे कि जैसा रवैया आप अपनी बहू के साथ करते हो वैसा ही रवैया कोई आपकी बेटी के साथ
भी कर रहे हो.
बिकॉज जो आपकी बेटी है वो किसी की बहू है, और जो किसी की बहू है वो आपकी बेटी है.
करेक्ट.
सो इफ पीपल अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग वेरी वेल, half of the fight and half of this journey of domestic violence could be controlled. But again, because we live in this patriarchal society where
Hmm.
people have this concept कि जो हमने सहन करा है वो आगे next generation को तो pass on करना ही पड़ेगा. The typical
Sass thing.
सास बहू वाला drama.
Yeah.
And then the typical सास words that हमने तो अपने जमाने में ये किया
ऐसे
और
ऐसे
तुमसे
करते
नहीं
थे.
हो रहा है. तो वो जमाना कुछ और था और आज जमाना कुछ और है. और तब औरत सिर्फ 4 दीवारों के अंदर थी. आज औरत 400 लोगों के बीच में खड़े होके काम कर रही है. So that's a huge challenge to sustain yourself and to grow, because it takes a lot of mental strength rather than the physical strength to stand between the wolves who are always ready to eat you and to act like a lioness.
Correct.
It's a huge step, huge step.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट नॉन नेगोशिएबल होना चाहिए वुमेन के लिए, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए.
Absolutely. Self respect as well as
चाहे रिश्ता जाए तो जाए, सीरियसली.
self respect is the biggest thing. And how are you best amongst the all? How can you outshine from the men is the biggest thing for a woman, because आप सुंदर हो, सुंदर नहीं हो, सब चलेगा, बट अगर आपकी इज्जत नहीं है तो शायद चलना मुश्किल होगा. मतलब दैट्स द बिगेस्ट थिंग.
दैट्स अ हार्श ट्रूथ.
तो अगर आप इज्जत संभाल पाएंगे और अपनी इज्जत बचा पाएंगे तो मेरे ख्याल से आप रिश्ते पे भी काम कर ही लेंगे. बट अगर आपके रिश्ते में वो इज्जत ही नहीं है तो मेरे ख्याल से वो रिश्ते बिल्कुल खोखले होते हैं.
खोखली उसके.
एग्जैक्टली.
Okay, let's play quick rapid fire.
Okay, sure.
Respect or power?
I guess respect.
Respect or love?
Respect.
Workplace friendship, safe or risky?
Risky.
Okay. One workplace red flag.
Never be over friendly with your male employees, especially when your male employee is sitting on a higher hierarchy.
Okay. One sign of toxic culture.
When we try to be over friendly with the colleagues of ours.
Biggest misconception about Bosch?
That we are not heard and it is just the committee which is made for the heck of it in the MNCs and all the other organizations. और इसकी सुनवाई takes a lot of time. Rather, it's the other way around. That posh committee is for the women to protect her, and it has a very limited time period to deal in and to get the judgment, means justice. So, if you feel that you are not safe, you are being trapped, and you are kind of given a mental, emotional, or physical trauma at your workplace, you could be you to file the complaint, or you could be anonymous body, or your friends could be the one to file a complaint on your behalf, and you have the quickest way to get the justice.
One office party boundaries that we need to take care.
Your colleagues cannot be your drinking partners.
Okay.
There is a very fine line and a thin line difference between your friends and your colleagues with whom you can drink.
One line every employee should remember.
Karma do gives you the results.
Okay. Message for audience.
Learn law, थोड़ा सा जाने, but जाने जरूर. जहाँ भी आप हैं अपनी सराउंडिंग्स को पहचाने. Especially for the females, I would say, आंख बंद कर कर किसी पे भरोसा ना करें. पहले लॉ को समझे, फिर दोस्ती में जाएं. And that's the truth. I guess if you know the law, you can go a way to ahead. But if you doesn't know the law, then every friendship can be a myth for you.
और अभी independent women independent के लिए अगर आप कुछ बोलना चाहो कि why it is important to be independent?
It is important to be independent because रोटी तो भिखारी भी कटोरा लेके कमा ही रहा है ना. बट अगर आपने पढ़ाई की है, so why not to have your own money to spend on yourself? Why not to be the one that you could be the sourcing hand for somebody and not be the hand which is being sourced by somebody? किसी के लिए आप एक हाथ हो और किसी के लिए आप एक कटोरा हो. So you have to decide whether you want to be that helping hand or you want to be that bowl in which just the things are served. The difference is only in your mindset and your perspectives to look at the thing. मेरे ख्याल से औरत पहले भी उतनी ही independent थी, बस ये था कि उसे 4 दीवारों में बांध के रखा गया था, क्योंकि आज तक अभी भी कुछ घर के फैसले ऐसे होते हैं जहाँ पे औरत ही सब कुछ सुलझा सकती है। सो जब वो घर को संभाल सकती है तो वो बाहर क्यों नहीं देख सकती? एंड शी इज द
Absolutely.
बेटर लीडर, आई बिलीव, to work on.
That's amazing and golden lines. Thank you, Surbi, for having coming here and shared your experience and knowledge of Posh and lot of things. So thank you so much, guys. Keep watching. See you in another podcast. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you.